Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast. I'm Sarah, and I'm so excited to be here with you as we welcome the new year.
Hi, I'm Mark. Yes, a new year is a fresh start, a new opportunity to set goals and make positive changes in our lives. And today, we're going to talk about something that's very important at this time of year, New Year's resolutions.
That's right, Mark. The start of the year is the perfect time to reflect on the past year and think about what we want to achieve in the coming one. Many people around the world make New Year's resolutions promises to themselves to improve or change something in their life.
Exactly. And the cool thing is, making resolutions is a great way to practice your English because it helps you learn new vocabulary related to goals, habits, and motivation. So, in today's episode, we'll talk about common resolutions, how to talk about them in English, and some tips for making your resolutions stick. Let's get started.
So, let's begin with the basics. What exactly are New Year's resolutions? Well, a resolution is a firm decision to do or not do something. It's a goal that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year to improve an aspect of your life, whether it's your health, career, or personal growth.
That's right. A resolution can be anything from losing weight to learning a new skill or even spending more time with family. It's all about deciding what you want to improve in your life and committing to it for the year ahead.
And for many people, New Year's resolutions are a chance to turn a new page, to set personal goals, and focus on self-improvement. It's a time to be motivated, set positive intentions, and aim for growth.
But let's not forget, resolutions can also be difficult to keep. Many people make them, but after a few weeks, they give up. In fact, did you know that about 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February?
I've heard that. But don't worry. We'll talk about how to stick to your resolutions later in this episode. First, let's look at some of the most common resolutions people make. Maybe you'll find some inspiration for your own goals.
All right, let's start with the most popular New Year's resolutions. One of the first ones that comes to mind is, of course, getting fit or losing weight.
Yes, fitness goals are always at the top of the list. Many people decide to start a new exercise routine at the beginning of the year, whether it's joining a gym, taking up running, or doing yoga. Eating healthier and cutting out unhealthy foods like sugar or junk food is also a very common resolution.
Right. And when we talk about fitness and health, we often use phrases like, I want to exercise more. I'm going to eat healthier this year. My goal is to lose weight. I want to get fit and stay active.
Another big one is saving money. Many people decide to be more financially responsible in the new year. This might mean budgeting better, saving for a big purchase, or reducing unnecessary spending.
That's true. You might hear people say things like, I want to save more money this year. I'm going to budget better. My goal is to pay off debt and be financially free.
And self-improvement is another popular resolution. People often decide to work on personal growth, whether it's developing new skills, reading more, or learning something new.
Yes, you might hear phrases like, I want to learn a new language this year. I'm going to read more books. My resolution is to learn how to play an instrument.
Absolutely. Some people also focus on mindfulness and mental health, promising to reduce stress, practice meditation, or get more sleep.
Great point. Here are some ways to phrase those types of resolutions. I want to reduce stress in my life. My goal is to practice mindfulness. I'm going to get better sleep and take care of my mental health.
And then, of course, there are those who want to spend more time with family and friends. This might include being more present, spending quality time, or making an effort to connect with loved ones more often.
Here's how you might talk about these kinds of resolutions. I'm going to spend more time with my family this year. I want to connect with old friends more often. My resolution is to build stronger relationships.
And finally, there's the resolution to travel more. Many people want to see more of the world, experience new cultures, and create lasting memories.
For travel, you might say things like, I want to travel more this year. My goal is to visit 3 new countries in 2026. I'm going to explore new cities and take more vacations.
So, why do people make New Year's resolutions? Well, the start of a new year is the perfect time for a fresh start. People feel motivated and excited about the possibilities that a new year brings. It's like hitting the reset button and making a commitment to be better.
Exactly. A new year gives us the chance to reflect on the past and think about how we want to improve in the future. It's a time to set new goals, whether they're big or small, and create a vision for the year ahead.
Plus, it's a great way to push yourself to do things that are outside of your comfort zone. Making resolutions challenges you to grow, try new things, and step into a better version of yourself.
All right, so now we've covered some of the most common New Year's resolutions and why people make them. In the next part of this video, we're going to talk about how you can stick to your resolutions and make them a reality. Stay tuned and don't forget to like the video if you're enjoying this discussion.
Yes, in part 2, we'll dive into strategies and tips to help you keep your resolutions and stay on track throughout the year. It's going to be really helpful, so you won't want to miss it.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next part of the video.
Welcome back to English Podcast. I'm Sarah, and I'm so glad you're here for part 2 of our special New Year's episode.
Hi, I'm Mark. In part 1, we talked about New Year's resolutions, what they are, and some of the most popular goals people set for the new year. Now, in this second part, we're going to talk about something even more important: how to stick to your resolutions.
That's right. Making a resolution is one thing, but keeping it is a whole different story. We all know how easy it is to get excited about goals at the start of the year and then lose motivation after a few weeks. But don't worry, we have some great tips to help you stay on track.
Yes, we do. So, if you're ready to turn your resolutions into reality, stay with us. Let's get started.
The first tip for sticking to your resolutions is to be specific. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," try something more concrete, like, "I will exercise for 30 minutes, 3 times a week." The more specific your goal is, the easier it will be to follow through.
Exactly. General goals like "I want to eat healthier" are hard to track. But if you say, "I will eat vegetables with every meal," or "I will reduce my sugar intake by 50%, you can actually measure your progress. Specific goals make it easier to stay focused.
When you're clear about what you want to achieve, it's easier to stay motivated. For example, if your goal is to learn a new language, you can set specific goals like, "I will study English for 20 minutes every day," or "I will learn 10 new vocabulary words each week."
Being specific also helps you stay organized. You can create a plan and schedule your activities. Instead of just saying, "I'll read more this year," you could say, "I will read 1 book per month." That way, you know exactly what to do.
Our next tip is to break big goals into smaller, manageable tasks. Sometimes, resolutions can seem overwhelming, especially if they're big, like losing 20 pounds or saving $5,000. But you don't need to do everything all at once.
Exactly. Instead of trying to do everything in one go, break it down into smaller tasks. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, you could start by walking 20 minutes a day or cutting out sugary drinks. Once you accomplish those small tasks, you'll feel more confident and motivated to take on bigger steps.
And if you're trying to save money, instead of focusing on the big amount you want to save, break it down into smaller goals. For example, you could start by saving $100 per month or cutting down on small daily expenses like coffee or eating out. Gradually, those small amounts will add up to your big goal.
Breaking your goals into smaller steps makes them more achievable and less stressful. It's also easier to stay on track when you focus on just one small thing at a time.
Another important tip is to create a plan and schedule your goals. This will help you stay organized and ensure that you're making progress throughout the year.
Yes, if you want to exercise more, for example, Plan specific days and times for your workouts. You could say, I'll go to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Having a set schedule makes it much easier to stay committed.
The same goes for other goals, like learning a new skill. You could create a schedule to study, practice, or review each week. For instance, I will study English on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 30 minutes each day.
It's also a good idea to track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to record how you're doing. This way, you can see how far you've come and make adjustments if necessary. It's also a good idea to track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to record how you're doing. This way, you can see how far you've come and make adjustments if necessary.
This tip is really important. Stay positive and be patient with yourself. It's normal to face challenges and setbacks, but the key is not to give up.
Absolutely. Sometimes we make mistakes or miss a few days, but that doesn't mean we failed. If you're trying to eat healthier and have a cheat meal, don't get discouraged. Just get back on track the next day. The important thing is to keep going and not lose sight of your goal.
Remember, change takes time. You might not see results immediately, but as long as you keep working toward your goal, you will make progress. Stay focused on the long term and be kind to yourself along the way.
And if you fall off track, don't think of it as failure. Think of it as a learning opportunity. What can you do differently next time? What adjustments can you make to improve?
A great way to stay motivated is to find support. Share your goals with friends, family, or a community who can help keep you accountable.
That's a great point. If you have someone to share your progress with, you're more likely to stick to your resolutions. For example, if you're trying to exercise more, find a workout buddy. If you're trying to read more, join a book club. Having a support system makes it easier to stay focused.
You can also use social media to stay accountable. Some people share their progress and goals on platforms like Instagram or Twitter. It helps to have others cheering you on and motivating you to keep going.
Also, don't forget to celebrate your small victories along the way. Each time you complete a task or make progress, take a moment to celebrate your success. It will keep you motivated to continue working toward your goal.
Our last tip is to review your goals regularly. Check in with yourself every month or so to see how you're doing. Are you on track? Do you need to adjust your plan?
Exactly. Sometimes life changes and our goals might need to be adjusted. If you're struggling to keep a resolution, think about why that is. Is the goal too difficult? Maybe you need to break it down into smaller steps, or maybe you need to adjust your schedule. Flexibility is key.
And don't be afraid to revise your goals if needed. The point is to make progress and improve, not to be perfect. So, keep checking in and making adjustments when necessary.
All right, so those are some practical tips for keeping your New Year's resolutions. Remember, it's all about being specific, staying positive, and making a plan. Don't let challenges stop you. Keep moving forward.
Exactly. We hope these tips help you achieve your goals this year and that you make this your best year yet. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to English Podcast, and don't forget to leave a comment about your resolutions.
We'd love to hear what your goals are for 2026. What are your New Year's resolutions? Let us know in the comments below.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Stay motivated, and Happy New Year.
Bye, everyone. Let's make this year amazing.